Kate Walker, Grace Blomstedt. Kate, we'll start with you here real quick. What's it feel like, third time here and you finally get into the semifinals?
Yeah, it feels really good. We definitely knew we had bigger goals in the past few years, so it feels good.
Take us through those. First couple sets were really close and tight, and they nearly stole the first one, then you stole the second one. How important was that second set? And obviously, they maybe shook a little bit.
Yeah, that second set was huge, but the first set, I don't know, we kind of had our little jitters, got those out, and then the second set, we didn't start very well, but I thought our underclassmen here and Dana really stepped up and pulled through for us.
They're pretty well known for the block, and we know Grace is also a big blocker as well, but you guys had a lot of different blockers. Was that maybe something that was kind of a key point coming in here?
Yeah, I think a lot of the teams we've played during the regular season have two main hitters, so we key in on them, but this team we knew was really well-rounded, so we just definitely had to be ready all the way around.
Grace, talk to you a little bit about the match. I guess thoughts on getting an opportunity to go to the state semis.
I think it's really exciting. Yeah, we definitely came into this year with a little higher expectations than previous years. We had a good talk before, and everyone just said how they believed, and so we weren't going to be satisfied. I thought we came out, especially in the third, wired, and we were ready to go. I wouldn't say our passing was the best in the first set, but after halfway through, it probably picked up. And then the second set was definitely a momentum when we won that. So I'm glad we picked that up.
Definitely. I guess looking, some of the role players really just made some big plays here, as they always do, and you're not surprised by that. I mean, it's not just you and Kate and Angela. It's a team, and without take one away, you're probably not where you are.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Angela came out swinging, which we knew we needed. That was Mr. Barry's main thing. He said no tipping. I did it a couple times, but we all went out swinging hard, and so did Dana and Madison and Sierra. Madison had some really good key points where she tipped it or pushed it to good spots, which she's good at. So it was all around good play.
Mount Vernon, #1 team in the state, is next. Red Oak played Mount Vernon years ago. I don't know if you remember that. They were huge, but they're not as huge anymore. So I guess, what are your thoughts going up against #1 and playing in the state semifinal?
I think our class is really evenly distributed, like the good people. I think if you look at the records, they've lost 5, we've lost 7, and they're definitely a good team. We watched them yesterday play, but if we come out wired like we did, especially that third set, I think we're unstoppable, but they can too. It just kind of depends on what team shows up, so hopefully our A team shows up.
Very political there, Grace. Great job. Appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you there.
Obviously this is our first win in a lot of years being here, and we kind of set the goal, and we had a lot of people tell us that this is one of the most athletic groups we've had on the court, and that the potential was there for big things for us. And I think we prepared ourselves extremely well throughout the season by the opponents that we play, the caliber of kids that we play. I mean, gosh, if you can take digs from Jess Shaban, one of the best middle hitters in the state. We love the opportunities we've been given this year to play those high caliber teams, but to come out here and not only to get that win in 3, but just feels excellent. So proud.
The 2 close wins in set 1 and 2, I think, kind of set the stage for 3. You were able to finish those first 2. Can you talk about that kind of finish mentality?
Yeah. Well, we never feel like we're out of a set. And the kids, we come into timeouts and they're not rattled, they're not stressed out. The coaches probably are a little bit, but they're extremely calm, especially for like Dana and Sierra, freshman and sophomore, first year on the varsity court for us. That they can come out and have huge games too and big saves. I think the difference in those first 2 matches was serve and serve receive. We said, I think it was Daryl, one of our assistant coaches, said the team that was going to serve receive the best was going to win this game, and we struggled a little bit with that at times today, and kind of getting used to how loud it was. They know how loud it is, but until you get on that court and you can't hear the person next to you, and certainly can't hear me on the bench for them, but yeah, great first 2 sets. Yeah. Thank you.
Let's talk about the momentum too. I mean,
yeah.
I think you guys led for 2 points in that second set before you pulled it out. I mean, how big was that to pull it out, just momentum-wise?
Oh gosh, yeah, it's huge. Volleyball is so big with momentum. It can swing like that. Even obviously, our regional final was Shan. We were up 10-2 and ended up winning 15-11, and that was kind of a message that we gave to them when we were in those timeouts in that third set, that it doesn't matter how big we're up. We got to finish and get out there with the same intensity, and I think that just mentally, our kids were in it to get that done in 3 today.
Talk a little about tomorrow. What Southwest Iowa, 10, 12, and 2 semifinals. AL, Harlan, then you. What that says?
Well, I think we got here right at the end of the AL match, and wow, to see the heart and the fire and determination to get out. And Mount Vernon's the #1 team, #1 seed. We came in, played them in 2010, my first year. We'd like to get out there and make a statement just like AL did. It's not about how, what the rankings are. Everybody gets here, and it's a clean slate. It's about what your opponents have done to prepare you, what your coaching staff has done. And, we've got a game plan. We're headed off to practice at 1 o'clock, and, they're going to be extremely focused to get to that championship match.
They're a little shorter than Mount Vernon 5 years ago, right?
A little bit, yeah. Yes, they are, but still they're a really good all-around team, and obviously they've got the tradition just like we do of getting here and making some noise. So, we're going to give them all we've got, and I think it's in the cards for us. So,
thanks.